It's Ella again, and today we're going to learn how to ice a horse's leg with duct tape and ice in plastic bags for if you're like me and you're really poor and you can't afford the fancy little ice leg thingies. So pretty much what you do is I've started here. Take 2 plastic bags and you fill them with ice and you beat them against a post so the ice kind of chips around so you'd have like big chunks of ice sticking to their leg. And then you duct tape it, you lay the 2 bags side by side, and you wrap the duct tape around like this, because that kind of makes a barrier between the leg and the ice, so it doesn't get too cold, and it's a little bit nicer for their leg than just having kind of ice poking into it. So the injury we're treating today is I think Callie got in a little scuffle with the fantasy walkers over the fence, and he probably got kicked in the leg or something. It isn't that bad, so it's not really worth calling a vet out, particularly if you live out here and it's $100 just for them to come out and look at the horse. So that's why we learned how to make our little ghetto leg ice things. So, once you have a package that looks sort of like this, so you see it's like a pretty hefty leg thing, then you just kind of take it, make it kind of how you want it, and kind of due to the injury, I'm going to put this around the back top of his hock. We'll grab our trusty duct tape here. Just going to make sure it fits. Alright, it's looking good. Actually, I might put it in the front. That's probably going to do a little more good. So, unless you have a really good horse like Caliber, who's super tolerant and long-suffering and will just kind of let you do anything, you might want to be kind of careful when you do this because you can surprise him, particularly with the back leg, and a younger horse or a horse that's not as well educated might kick out. So you always just expect that they're going to jump when you put that on them. This is also why we hobble horses, because then they learn when they have something around their leg, they're not going to freak out. And later it's useful when you want them to stand in a bucket or something, or put plastic bags around their leg. This is also why we sack out our horses. So you can see all of that kind of has some meaning now. And that is what we do not want to do. Saying hi and asking what we're doing. So you don't want to just put the sticky stuff down on his leg. So what you do is you rip that off like that. And you put another piece that doesn't quite meet it. So that way you can stick it back to the thing. So you'd bring that about there and give yourself about that much to stick back around. Go. Leave our duct tape there. So this is kind of really important, so I'll show you guys a bit closer. Oh, headphones fell out. But what I did here was I didn't run the duct tape. This is not sticky. I put a piece on either side and brought it together, but the ends didn't quite meet, so that's still sticky. So when I put that around his leg, that'll stick onto there and hold it, but you won't have sticky stuff on his leg. Alright. Hold still for a second. So it's kind of a shock, so you want to just let them hop around a little and they'll get over it. And it's probably usually good. I don't usually bribe with food, but with this kind of stuff it's usually good to give them something to chew on. Alright, so that's kind of big, so I'll probably make another one to go over the top part. So make sure you have that nice and tight. You want to keep an eye on it because as the swelling goes down, it'll get looser. So this is the kind of thing where you don't want to rush it. You want to make sure you have plenty of time to do this. Probably let this one slide down to his lower leg and I'll make a bigger one for the upper part. So there you go, that's how you make one little leg icy thing. So I'll probably give the poor horse some more grain now. And this is the way you can swivel it around because it's not stuck to his legs. If you need to, you can turn it around, face it that way, face it that way. You could even get another piece of duct tape, pull this tight and move it up or down his leg, however you think it's needed. So Once again, hobble your horse before you do this, particularly when they're a baby and before they get hurt. Alright, till next time.